midnight crimson, blacked out. Love this color. I think this is the first year the Road Glide came in this color. As soon as I saw it, I knew that I had to have it. The midnight crimson looks good. And I usually do like a lot of chrome, but this being blacked out just looks absolutely amazing. All right, so starting from the front. So very big difference between this and my electric glide and any other electric glide or street glide, of course, is this very aggressive looking shark nose fairing. It just looks great. I love these 21-inch wheels that are also blacked out. They just look good. Dual disc brakes up front. And also the lights you'll see, unlike from before, come standard LED, and then the turning signals smoked out and running lights. So those just look great. Another difference between these and some of the older models is this lower profile crash bar engine guard, also blacked out. I think that looks great. Moving around over here, one of the coolest things that I've never had on my bikes before is this infotainment system. It is so super intuitive with the Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, which I'll show you a little bit later when I'm doing that. An option for the Road Glide Specials is the RDRS, which this has. You can see if it has the traction control button, that means it is equipped with the RDRS. If you look at the dash here, when the traction control and the ABS light are blinking, that means that once the bike gets moving, that it's gonna be, the RDRS will already be active. If you press the traction control button, you'll see this little cloud with the rain appears. That is wet mode, so it's like driving in the rain, unfavorable conditions when that cloud is on. And if you press the button again, you'll see that goes away. To disable the traction control, you would actually just hold the traction control button until that traction control becomes solid. The traction control indicator becomes solid. With the infotainment system, has everything from your music to navigation, and of course pairing with your phone via Bluetooth, but I use it with the Android Auto. So also this tank badge is different than the previous years, so that's pretty cool. You got some storage here, and this is where you'd hook up your phone for either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. The speakers sound amazing. I never had speakers in a bike before, so having it actually sounds better than the headset in my Senna helmet, which sounds just like it's coming from inside my helmet. And with all the controls, just like the other bikes, you know, you got your hazard, your start, your kill switch, turning signal, and then the horn. So some of the different things are this right here will control the options on the screen, which let me show you that here in a little bit. And this here will control your music and everything, and of course your cruise control right here. So for example, if you wanted to select the accept button there, you would press that button. If you want to move left and right, you just use that to move left and right, up and down, and everything. So that's the back button right there if you want to go back. So if I were to play something on the radio real quick. So you can see here I'm on, I don't know how to pick. So you can see here I'm on 105.7. If I use this one, I can start moving backwards on the what station I'm on. So let me get to a station that I know. And then to turn the volume up, you would just go up and down on the volume button. It sounds great. Another thing too is if you're on this screen and you want to get to the home page, you would just press that button. You're back to the home page. So that's great. And I'll get back to that in a little bit after I go through the rest of the bike. So I think the seat looks great. I was about to put my sundowner on here, but I'll take this seat just for the look of it. I think it matches how sleek this bike is. And of course the radio antenna right here. Great looking rear fender and reflectors and turning signals. And then of course my temporary plate still. Great size saddlebags. Everything that I typically carry fits in them great. I love the color of it, even with the reflector, how it's matched around the rest of the midnight crimson look. And just one quick walk around from the back. And of course this comes stock with an upgraded air cleaner and a tune for it. So actually if I were to get a different air cleaner, I wouldn't need to retune it, only if I changed out the head pipe. So I could do some slip-ons, an air cleaner, and wouldn't necessarily need a tune because of the factory tune that comes on this bike with the 114 cubic inch, which is awesome. This comes stock with about 100 horsepower is what they rated at, and I think about 132 foot-pounds of torque. And so this looks great. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is definitely get slip-ons, just to change the sound of the bike, which we'll go over here now in a little bit and we'll listen to that. So starting it up. The fob is in one of the saddlebags, so make it nice and easy. So kill switch, and then it's a pretty good sound for stock still. Not the best, but a pretty decent sound. I like it. Only got 45 miles on this thing, so I don't want to go too crazy with it. And another thing about that infotainment system too is that it has different themes and colors that you can pick from. Yeah, it's just a great bike. Now let's go over that the Android Auto, which I use, or the Apple CarPlay if you have an iPhone. All right, so if you plug in your phone through here with a USB cord, you'll see the screen here once it detects my phone. Where it just pretty much loads my phone on the screen with the Android Auto. You have your home button. I have the apps on my phone right here. I can listen to my Amazon Music if I want to. And I can use my my Google Maps directly from my phone. And it's a super cool feature. Very convenient to have, and everything actually fits in there, and I can actually even have my phone sitting in there. Don't need a mount for it at all. I'll just have it in there. Typically I'd tuck everything away in there, and I ride just fine with my phone tucked away in there, while able to control everything there. And one of the cool features too is I can see what calls are coming in still, but since I have a helmet, I see the call coming in and answer with my helmet, and I'm able to just talk through my helmet and my headset that's in my helmet, and just see on the screen who's calling me and who's sending me texts. And I have my set up in a way that it automatically sends a text when I'm riding that says, hey, riding my bike right now, you can give me a call if you need me immediately, if it's urgent. All right, so let's take the bike out for a spin. that was a little bit of my beginning of my ride. Had to cut the audio out, ended up getting a phone call in. But yeah, now I'm riding the bike. It feels amazing, man. Like, it is so smooth, it feels good. You can probably hear my music that's coming from these speakers here. It's just super easy to just adjust everything and work with this. It's a really great feeling bike. Definitely the right choice. I wouldn't want another bike. The seat is super comfortable. It looks good. I think it's just a great bike. Just phenomenal. Yeah, like I hope this looks good. This is my first time trying two cams. I'm using my Hero 9 here, and then using my Hero 2 mounted on the bike, and have to figure out how to do some quick editing. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, like I would, if you're debating between this and any of the other touring lineup, and this is an option for you financially, I'd say go for it. I love the Electric Glide Standard too, but it was nothing like this. I know it is just price-wise, it's just very, very affordable. But if you have the financial capability to do this, get this bike. It's just, everything feels so good. Another really cool feature here, I'll show you here in a second. If you stop the bike and you give the front brake a hard squeeze, it turns on hill assist, and you'll know it's there when you see that light on down there. And to get it back off, you just let the accelerator go, and that actually just locks your rear wheel in place with the rear brake. And it does that by and it disengages as soon as you let off the clutch and start giving it some throttle. So it has hill assist, and it's just, man, the features on this thing are just remarkable, and it's just a great ride. It just feels so good. Coming out the corners like this feels good. I only have 47 miles on the bike now, so I don't want to give it too much in terms of you know, really getting on it, because engine is not broken in at all. And I know for the first 50 miles you really don't want to even be at a consistent highway speed. You kind of want to be going up and down a little bit below 3,000 RPMs. And then after the 50 miles you can start cruising, but anything below like 3,200 RPMs is, I hear something a little bit different everywhere. I hear up to 3,500 after 50 miles, but I wouldn't do it. Hey, sport bike. Definitely not my cup of tea. So I have my own lane over here, but there's no merge lane over here. I'm good to go. Yeah, I don't know this area too well. Just moved here recently, but yeah, I recommend this bike for anyone who was thinking about getting into a road glide. It's just a great feeling. It's a beautiful bike. If you can find it in this midnight crimson, that's what I'd go with. Man, I was so happy when I saw this color, because it's one of my favorite colors. Purple is one of my favorite colors, and for this to be you know, a variation of purple that just looks great. It's just amazing. I think it's great that when I was riding it last night at night, it just looked amazing with the headlights. A lot of visibility now with that LED lights. What a weird little road. And throw a little money in the plate and send your prayers up and your roots down deep. Add a few lips to your family tree. Watch their pets, watch the grass in the yard. Yeah, I hope that this was helpful and that y'all enjoyed seeing the features and me riding this bike. If I missed any features, let me know, but at the end of the day, the RDRS, the hill start, and everything else I mentioned is just great features, and of course with this Android Auto, which is just super cool. But appreciate you guys watching, and if you guys need anything else, and if you guys want to see anything else, leave it in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Glad to see the amount of viewers coming through the channel. Makes me feel pretty good. So hopefully I'm putting out content that y'all want to see. And if you guys are considering, one more time I'll say it, if you're considering a touring bike and you have the capability to get this Road Glide Special, do it. Alright, and like I always say, have a blessed day, y'all. Thank you.